Kia ora Star Wars fans, welcome to middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures. Special day, I've cracked out my special t-shirt featuring the logo of my channel. Thanks to my 13-year-old Ruby for designing this logo. I got a couple of bits of merch made up. Why is it a special day? The Razor Crest has finally made it here. I'm so excited, I cannot contain my excitement. I've been talking about it a lot on some of my recent videos, so if you've watched a few of my videos you're probably sick of me talking about it. And finally it's here! Let's crack into it and have a look. Just wanted to show you this little comparison of the size of the boxes. I understand it's not as big as the barge box, but it's a pretty massive box. So there it is in comparison with the Slade 1 and Top Merrick's X-Wing. So pretty massive box. Just another angle on again the size of the box compared to the X-Wing and the Slade 1. Yes, we raised the crest. Thank you Frank from Padawan Bear Patches for that patch. Amazing patches. He's got a whole bunch of awesome things you can get, including patches, including coasters, all the rest of it. There's another look at the box. Beautiful art on there. And Hasbro did show us a behind the scenes of that photography session, didn't they? And if we pop over the top here, you can see it's got some lovely detail of some of the features, which I look forward to. I know that I will need my patience for the gun locker based on other people's reviews and thoughts and comments. And I'm just going to move around this side of the box. If you guys are watching this, you've probably seen a million of these already, and there's just like the drawing outline of the picture on the front. Very reminiscent of Kenner. A couple of dings on the box, but honestly I do not care. I'm just so glad it finally made it. It's been a long time coming. I know that if you're in the States or in the UK, you got yours in February, you've probably already seen a ton of YouTube videos about it, but this is my video. Okay, straight out of the box we got the instructions. Good old school Kenner instructions. Look at all the things to put on. I've heard that the gun locker is going to take tweezers, whatever. Oh, something fell out. The styrofoam, we have the base with the lovely Mandalorian logo. That looks cool. Then on the other side, we've got some of the landing gear and some of the carbonite blocks. It's going to get a bit squawky as I get rid of some of the tape. Bit of an awkward space here, but could have done it inside, but this is the case, so. Ooh, looky. Okay, let's get a nice shot of some of the contents. You can see big engines in here, the main body. Here is Din Djarin with his cloth cape and a lot of warnings. The other two carbonite blocks, and there's part of the stand, the guns, other part of the stand, and oh hello, the carded figures. Very carefully. There is the off-wheel Jawa Elder, unpunched of course. Has 002, that looks really nice. I'll obviously be keeping that in card. Great condition. And here is Grogu. Even though he was the one more protected, he's got quite the bend in him. But I'm going to chuck that in a star case and see what happens. Love that chrome pram, it looks amazing. Great photo. Yeah, we'll be keeping him in the packet as well. And hopefully a star case will straighten that out. I got this in such an awkward spot to get out, but that's okay. I really wanted to do this in my Star Wars cake. There's the main body of the beast. Move that over. Oh yeah. Here's a lovely bag of goodies, bag of bags and guns, etc. So my plan is, having seen comments online and seen other videos and stuff like that, my plan is to do the gun locker before I put the wings on and all that kind of stuff. So hope that goes well. Just check out the carbonite box. So they're all seen on the very first episode of season 1 of The Mandalorian. We've got the Mithril here. And then we've got this gang, so there's a female human, a Rhodian, and a male human. It looks like those three are part of a gang that's in some obscure Star Wars comic that I've never read, so I only know about this online. But yeah, it's really cool to have them and have them reflecting the blocks that you see in that very first episode. And what an episode to launch us into the world of The Mandalorian. And here's the fully assembled stand with the Mandalorian logo and the lovely clear plastic pieces, which are really, really solid. I've also read online about some issues with landing gear, so I'm hoping I'll be able to display it just taking off with the landing gear and on this display thing, but we'll check that out later anyway. Part of the instructions I really want to check out, and that is the configuration of the guns in the gun locker. And here is the contents of the guns and bags bag, I guess, which is pretty cool. So we've got this little thing that Grogu can hide in. That's when, after he gets rescued again and his pram's in the dumpster, we got this gun which looks a lot like the gun that's coming with the Death Watch Mandalorian. We have this big heavy gun which Cara Dune uses. It's a bit curvy, but I'll straighten that out before I put it in. We've got some thermal detonators. We've got this one that looks almost like a flare gun. This is an ammo thing for the big gun. Yeah, really good array of guns. This one almost looks like the boss gun with the extra handle there. And I count 3 different molds of the bags, just painted in different ways, and I have to say they look really nice. They've got nice washes on them, good neutral colours, and yeah, fantastic accessories. And opening up the big beastie itself, honestly, it feels like Christmas. And you can straight away see that really nice weathered but sparkling silver detail. And oh my god, I've seen so many videos and photos and stuff of this online, but honestly, in person it just looks absolutely stunning. Hard to describe. There's the gun locker in there that we need to try and get to, and yep, it's going to be difficult, but that's okay. I've popped the roof off. Let's have a quick look in there. That wonderful netting, and it's real netting, it's not molded on or anything like that. Plenty of places to hang the bags. It's the carbon freeze chamber. We'll have a look at all those details later. The priority at the moment is the gun locker. There you go, there's some guns in there. It's not impossible. I'm using tweezers and an old pencil, and I'm also hampered by a broken finger and having to wear the splint. It's also not making it easy, but I'm getting there, making progress. Okay, after thankfully unfilmed but kind of stressful period, the guns are all in there, and I've got all bar one of the thermal detonators, but I think I'm going to call it quits for there. Keep the other thermal detonator out. I mean, this was a little bit like drinking too much craft beer. I know it's bad for my overall health, but boy am I going to do it anyway. And anyway, that was awesome. So here it is, all assembled, just beautiful and glossy, and I love the cockpit. I've got Mandalorian in there. I'm going to chuck a Grogu in there very shortly. Looks amazing. I haven't tried it on the stand yet. I haven't put on the landing gear yet. Honestly, I spent 90% of the time doing the gun locker, which I have no regrets. But yeah, what a beastie beast. So here it is. After spending 90-something% of my time getting the gun locker, I've got the wings and the guns on, and I must say it looks fantastic. I just love it. Absolutely love it. I'm not going to go into all the details of all the features just because there's so many. I know that if you watch my channel, you probably watch Boss Bounty. He's done a really good review, and a really excellent photo review is on banthaskull.com, and I thoroughly recommend that you check that out. But what I will do is show you some size comparisons. So here is the Razor Crest versus the Millennium Falcon. It is basically as long as, or actually slightly longer once you take into account the guns, than the Millennium Falcon. Almost as wide, just about as wide with the engine, so that's a pretty good comparison. The BMF. Comparison number 2. The Batat, the big ATAT. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. As long as the ATAT. It's a big beast. It is a big beast. Obviously wider than the ATAT, which is a thin-bodied, 4-legged behemoth. Cheating a bit here, 2-in-1. So there's the ATTE. It's longer than the ATTE, and then the wonderful Republic gunship, bigger than the Republic gunship. Pretty heavy as well, I have to say.